We got some new info about the upcoming free mastery challenges coming to Valhalla. I asked Jose about it during my recent interview, and we also have some new leaks that could indicate at like a famous character being our master during these challenges, which could be really cool. We also have a brand new look at the Druids DLC with another new character, so really a ton to go over. A like on the video would of course really help me out, and let's go. First, a quick reminder of course of my weekly Helix credit pack giveaway for 2,300 credits. You can enter via the link in the pinned comment, and these giveaways are only for subscribers of the channel, so good luck. German YouTuber Fragnart, that you might have heard of, making a ton of Valhalla content as well. A link to his channel is in the video description. He revealed that he is voicing his own character in the German version of the Druids DLC. And he was kind enough to share some higher quality screenshots as well. So this person is called Ayer. We see some German subtitles here. And Michael reached out on Twitter with the translation. That's how it is. Azar says you both want to trade first for a present. And Fragnart via a DM actually confirmed to me that his character will sell pelts, and they can also likely turn in hides and pelts for a present. So maybe a like exclusive gear item or something else. I would also not be surprised if this character is at one of the trading posts in Ireland. We of course already discussed in a previous video that instead of like having one settlement, it seems like we will have smaller trading posts throughout the new map. So this character might be comparable to the hunter's hut in our settlement if I had to bet, but likely with less depth. But still, really cool to get a new look at the game, and Fragnart should also get some B-roll of the character soon too, so totally check his channel for that. I'll of course be talking about it here as well when it's available. And the Druids DLC was of course sadly delayed to May 13th, and likely a few weeks after that we will still get the free mastery challenges, the second game mode, with the river raids of course being the first one. So we now learned that these mastery challenges should actually be a challenge, where I think that most of you watching felt that the river raids were too easy, right? Myself included. Like, this should only be focused on combat, while the river raids of course also had some sort of exploration element in there, going to all the different rivers. So I asked Jose, the post-launch producer on Valhalla, about these mastery challenges and what actually make them more difficult. Can you tell me anything about the mastery challenges? Is that something you can talk about?
Yeah, I think we already announced them. So, you know, I can tell you for sure that there will be a challenge. You know,
nice.
as the name implies.
Okay, that was just a small bit, but I wanted to confirm to you that indeed he said that it should be a challenge. Now let's hear what actually makes it more challenging. And would you say that, for example, there's like a... I'm trying to think how can it be challenging? Like, is it, for example, like that there's a score that you have to chase, kind of like the mini games we saw during the festivals?
Yes, there is some kind of score, and there is some criteria that you need to meet. And
okay, cool.
Obviously, within that, there'll be rewards attached to it.
Yeah, we already saw, for example, in the roadmap that weapons will also be added during this season. I can imagine that, for example, you get like a cool weapon during the mastery challenge then.
Maybe.
Okay. Yeah, you talk about...
You get points for trying, though. You get points for trying.
Nice. So I really hope that we need to think of good loadouts and weapon combinations to succeed in these mastery challenges and get a high score, but we will have to wait and see. What we do know is that Ubisoft notes that a master will arrive in the settlement, and that this person will inspire Eivor to train and perfect challenges to become a master. And Andy Reloads thinks that he knows who the master is that will come to the settlement. And of course, as always, a link to his channel is in the video description. He has a ton of interesting videos up. So he namely made a video on the fact that Lagata's name was being found in the files, saying actually that we have to report to Lagata. So maybe it's linked to the mastery challenges. Lagata, for if you don't know, was Ragnar Lothbrok's wife. If you watched the Viking TV show, which I totally recommend, then you will know her also as a fierce warrior, a shield maiden. So what is interesting is that we don't really know if Lagata is still alive in the game. According to the Assassin's Creed wiki though, Lagata was already dead, because Halfdan notes that a Finnish arrow killed my mother, and this was during the Lost Glory mission. A shield maiden she was, as fierce as a wolf swallowing the sun. But, and please correct me if I'm wrong, I'm not sure if this referring to Lagata. Shield Maiden, sure, but was half done her son, because Ragnar, for as far as I'm aware, had children from multiple wives. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. Is it still possible that she could show up as the master for the mastery challenges or not? And to add some extra spice to this speculation, the actor behind Lagata in the Viking TV show recently received this very unique Valhalla style Xbox Series X, as noted on Reddit by Bhaskar. So maybe she got it because she also appears in the game in the future, because this was posted very recently. The only reference to Lagata, for as far as I know, is her axe, which you can of course find in Yorkshire over here on the map. I would not, by the way, be surprised if Skadi's blade was a weapon we got from these challenges, a weapon that is of course already found in the game, but we have no way of getting it yet. But yeah, right now it's all just speculation if Lagata will be linked to this or not. As for other things regarding the mastery challenges, and the reloads mentions from Petter, who actually digged up the info, that by doing the challenges we might actually get new spells, so new abilities. Which would make sense because we of course also found completely new abilities during the river raids. So it makes sense that they now lock them behind maybe getting a good score during one of these missions. I really hope that these mastery challenges are actually repeatable, where of course the river raids were not really repeatable in the end, but with them adding a score, that is already a good reason to try and repeat it and become better at the certain challenge. It sounds really right up my alley. When we know more, I will of course let you know here. We of course have the Druids DLC before that, and I totally expect some footage and trailers before the release. I will keep you up to date here, so totally subscribe to miss nothing regarding Valhalla. A like on the video would really help me out. And totally check out my previous video on some secret sort of moves you can do that you likely did not know about. You can watch it by clicking on the screen, or I will link to it at the end of our photo mode showcase. You can of course send in your shots via the Valhalla Raptor hashtag on Twitter, or via my dedicated pictures channel on the Discord, and you can join the Discord via the link in the pinned comments, and be sure that when you are there you accept the rules and then you are able to post. Okay, Joyce, come in. You of course select pictures here on the channel from everyone who's sending them. So which one did you pick this time?
What's up, everyone? First up is PS5 VP over on Twitter, who's showing off Sunan with the colorful bird skin from the Ostara festival. I love how the light of the sun makes its wings kind of glow in the sky, you know what I mean? Hopefully you guys had enough time though to grab the skin now that the festival's over.
Maybe we get another, hey sorry the game is kind of buggy pack with the Ezio outfit. And then the festival. I'm not counting on it, so you likely missed out if you don't have it.
Next is Fighting Ace X over on Discord, where Eivor Altair is checking out the view in London, I think. I'm looking at the Colosseum right there. I think that's in London. Ready to drop down from the wire and assassinate some enemies. You know, I will never get enough of these shots with the Altair, so it's so much epic nostalgia.
Yeah, and London is the perfect city for that as well. So praying for that AC1 remake, but no rumors indicating that it's hitting soon, sadly.
And finally, we've got Davey X Bones over on Twitter, who created this defensive close-up of Eivor with, I think, is one of the ISO weapons with the glow over here. The creator himself called this one a Dr. Doom-inspired Eivor, and I gotta say, because of the hardware helmet used as a mask, I think it comes indeed pretty close.
Yeah, for sure. And you do still have time to get the helmet. That's at Reddit right now. I'm not sure what the weapon is. Let us know, Davey X Bones. Let us know.
Yes.
Subscribe, of course, for way more Valhalla content. And check out our previous video by clicking on the screen. Thanks, Joyce. And we will speak to you next time. Goodbye.
Goodbye.